Hello everyone, today we are watching another Heccet's videos. I know it's the second time that we're watching his videos, but like his content is very good and like I want to see what new video he released. So his new video is Final Fantasy XIV Definitely Isn't a Cult, right? Firstly, I got to say my opinion about Final Fantasy community that it is sort of like a self-improvement cult where everyone is pretty happy, pretty joyous, and there's not a lot of dramas or that kind of stuff going on. So that's my idea of Final Fantasy community, because the community is very awesome and everyone is very nice, especially on the comments on my videos. They're very nice and like incredible. So let's see his video.
Final Fantasy XIV definitely isn't a cult, right? Well, if there is anything that this game has taught me, there's really only one way to find out. And that's murdering my way to the end. I mean, investigation! To help me find the answer to this question, I must call upon my experience in the company of Eorzea's #1 detective, agent of enquiry, and inspector extraordinaire.
Oh my god.
Yes, you guessed it. Hoary Bold. Nope. Sorry, that's from my personal collection. Hildebrand Mandeville.
Oh.
Like any well-conducted investigation, it's important that we establish the basics. The facts. The foundation of what makes a cult. And, like any well-informed inspector would, I looked to the
Okay, by the definition of what is a cult, the Final Fantasy wouldn't fall into that, but there is a certain kind of like love of the game that just enthralls you into wanted to love it even more, like a never-ending spiral of love for the game.
Experts for answers. And so, our adventure begins. With WikiHow.
Yay.
Listen, I know what you're thinking. It's foolproof. Well, I was lucky. I had a fantastic teacher. According to our betters, we must first check to see if we can identify some common factors.
Charismatic founder leadership. Check. Have a structured sense of bureaucracy. Since it's a company, it's like checked. Simplify goals or aims. Like you just need to follow the main story quest and you're gonna get in love with the game, or if not, you just follow the other players to say to you to follow the main story quest. Checked. Society history, most initiates are invariably required to learn and respect the founding figures. Checked. There's a degree of limitation, so outside ideas interactions with non-members are not encouraged. That's like one of the stages that I would disagree, because of course a lot of Final Fantasy players are from WoW, and because of that a lot of them are also like they go on like Asmongold stream, on Rich streams, and they do kind of interact with outsiders. There's also a system of repercussions such as shunning and time. I don't know. I have not seen that yet. Maybe there is, but I have not seen that yet. There is a system of development, so a person may be groomed and definitely there is such a system. Like the free trial is such a system. There's a TIFE membership dues or other system getting money from the members. So it's paying a subscription, I guess, and wasting a lot of time on Final Fantasy.
Among cults. A charismatic leader.
Yes.
All right, I think we're all agreed on this one.
Yes.
A structured bureaucracy. Okay, well that's...
Yep.
Ooh. A simple goal. Ha! Not a cult! Not a cult! What? It doesn't have to be all of them? Oh. A storied history. Well, this one isn't a huge stretch, I guess. Limited outside interaction? Sure, but whose fault is that really? Repercussions.
Oh.
Membership development
Oh,
scheme? A membership fee? Okay, so it's not looking good. But this could apply to loads of things that are perfectly harmless, right? Like politics, religion, Apple products? But it's not conclusive. Which brings us to stage 2 of our investigation.
Final Fantasy is a cult.
So there's a lot here that's already established because it's a video game fandom. It's gonna be a little weird.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily make it cultish, right? So there's a leader. There are rules, both formal and informal. There are plenty of bodies of text. Haha, check out my previous video for more on this topic. There's a place of worship.
Yeah.
A slogan? Evangelists? Fuck me, this is gonna be a short video. Now, at this point, you may be thinking to yourself, okay, I understand why an inspector of great renown would be here, but what makes you qualified to take on this case, Baldy? Well, I know a little bit about cults, let me tell you. I stream on Twitch, the keystone of the personality cult. Did you know that you can not only support the community and myself by hitting that subscribe button down below, but also, for the low price of absolutely nothing, you can head on over to twitch.tv/Heccett for more. Join us today by dropping a follow, and I promise an indoctrination-free introduction to the people who deserve you.
Yes.
Restrict behavior so that...
Wait, what's this? Some kind of hatred and rudeness is not welcome in Final Fantasy. The hell? It's a responsible of every decent player to overwhelmingly report every single incident of it and make sure he runs off quickly. Do not give him and his handboys room. Oh,
cultists behave in a way that's in line with the cult. Your ideals are...
not some cock boosting through the story... through Final Fantasy and trying to look up a YouTube synopsis of the story. Just do the story. Why did you even boost them? They got mad. It was 3.5 hours long. The hell?
Are the only ideals. Hildy? What do you...
Well, I got to say that certainly, like, for some players would come to the game and just ignore the story, and that's like Final Fantasy, I would say, is the story. So, like, skipping through the story would heavily negate the big part of the game, which is one of the things that really just hooked me with the game.
What are you doing here, Hildy? Practice your obsession. Hildy? Community outreach? Hildy? Growing the collective? No, Hildy, no, I don't want to drink the Fantasia. Hildy, please! Hildy! I don't want to be... Are you at a crossroads? Has being a gamer got you down? Too little games? Too many games? Sometimes it feels like you just can't win, right?
Yeah.
Do you need somewhere to belong? Somewhere soft and kind to rest your weary gamer soul.
Final Fantasy is the game for that.
It has been so hard for you, hasn't it? But things could be different, you know? Look, I see you're a little timid, so why not try the free trial and see how you feel? You even get an entire award-winning expansion for free. Sounds too good to be true, right?
Yes.
That's okay. You've been hurt before, and we're so sorry they didn't understand what you...
And this is why I fell in love with Fantasy 14. I was so disappointed with WoW and patch 9.1 that playing Final Fantasy 14 was such a warm welcome and such an experience that I haven't felt in a long time. Ever since I was a child, I haven't felt that. So playing it kind of is indoctrination, but it's kind of from a good standpoint.
Now, Yoshi P may not know who you are yet, but he knows people like you, like me, because he's one of us. Did you know he's one of the top parsing Black Mage players in the game? Yeah, he gets it. Unlike those other developers.
Yeah.
You think you do, but you don't. Yet those don't sound like the words of people who respect you, who really want you to be the best version of yourself. Oh, damn.
Oh my god, this
I didn't
is
mean to get you down.
Final Fantasy
It's hard
is
to
a
remember
cult.
those good times, right? Remember that feeling of being in a fresh new world, full of wonder? No,
Oh.
not that new world. Don't talk to
Oh.
them.
Yes, let's not talk about New World.
They're stinky and below you. Look, I know you have good taste because we're friends, and I have good taste in friends. I know you've been struggling with not being able to trust the others. Forget about them. There's a whole digital universe of people out here looking to meet someone just like you. Yeah, they've been
Jesus
waiting for
Christ.
someone like you to come along. I mean, what's $10 a month for all that, right? Yeah, yeah. That's why Yoshi P is based. Okay, is this thing on? Alright. In case I don't make it, I'm Heccett and I...
Hey.
Shit.
What are you doing there?
No, it's nothing.
Did you drink the Fantasia?
Yeah, I'm a Lalafell now.
And what's the Lalafell say?
What?
Now do the arms.
Jesus Christ.
The arms. Again.
Okay, that was a hilarious video. Thank you, Heccett, for that video. Definitely check his video out. What I got to say is that definitely Final Fantasy does have aspects of a cult, but it, like, some things in life are just good from itself. Really, Final Fantasy XIV has been developed to a stage where it overthrew WoW and where it just brings so much joy and happiness to players, and the community is not as toxic or as bad. The community is not as bad as for let's say the WoW community is, and how toxic it is. Also, it's a big difference between like how much time you spend playing the game and just enjoying it, to WoW where you have to be like go into competitive scene and play it. So I think it is kind of a cult. It sort of feels like it, but it isn't. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this reaction video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!